Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. At the 49-yard line. And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, Swift. Zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw, Stafford. Looking for Hockenson, and he's going to touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Bears nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. Gets past one man. And some room to roam now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
18-yard line.
Second and long. Stafford. Then he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind.
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cole Kmet with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Caught out left side by Robinson. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson taking it in. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
The score, Bears 28, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
28, Lions 7.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's brought down. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Bears push further out in front, Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Buster Skrine. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
At the 12-yard line.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet making quite a splash with his second touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Santos now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bears 42, Lions 7. Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over
at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Chicago.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top. Unsuccessful.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing deep for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39.
On 1st down at Stafford. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefit?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 81 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
Go, go.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Bears 63, Lions 7. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And now here is another interception. And a loose football. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 3.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. A 2nd broken tackle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Lions on third down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're running the jet sweep with Jones. Still going. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run here with Swift. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. first kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.